morning to you all. Welcome again back to another episode of today's show here on the Spider's Web. The last couple of videos I've been talking about positive thought, and I made a video discussing the law of attraction, the three laws: law of attraction, law of allowing, and the law of deliberate creation. This video I want to spend more time going right into precisely how the law of attraction works. It's really the beginning steps of manifesting and creating the lifestyle you want to have. Now, let's talk about the law of attraction. Whether you know it or not, you are using the law of attraction. You use it actually every single day, every single minute, every single thought you think, every single feeling that you feel. You are using the law of attraction. But you're using it as a knee-jerk reaction to what you're seeing that you don't like. Instead of thinking about things you do like and really spending time to focus your attention on those things. What most times we do is we think about the things we don't like. Those things, since we don't like them, we don't want them, and we're spinning our wheels in our head, attempting to get as far away from those things as possible, or to prevent those things in the future. And of course, that attention or that energy we give to those things is what brings us more of those things. Example. Let's see. Say for instance you had an unexpected bill. You had an unexpected bill, you didn't really want to pay the bill. You call the bill collector or whatever it is, and we do what we do. We try to negotiate, we try to fight our way out of the bill. We don't want to pay the bill. And that feeling is like with us, and that feeling is a new vibration. It's a negative energy that stays with us. Now, I don't believe in negative or positive energy, but I believe in appropriate or inappropriate energy, and that energy is not appropriate to helping us have like a happy day or a good day. But we feel the need to do it because we feel that if we would spend our energy trying to fight this thing happening, that it gives us some power. And that's the illusion behind of it. Let me actually use a different example. Oh man. Let's say for instance, this is a very controversial one. We put someone in the victim stage, or the person that's wrong or right. We have this belief for wrong or right. But let's say for instance you were in a situation where you were robbed. Man. Now, I'm not saying that our thoughts are very powerful, and if we don't understand how powerful our thoughts and emotions are, we're really a victim to our own self. So let's say for instance you're thinking bad thoughts. Actually, what happens, one of my drivers that for my business, drives for my cars, called me and told me that he was robbed. And we talked about the law of attraction. He agreed that earlier that day, he was thinking a bunch of negative thoughts. Now, he told me that he had been in his neighborhood many times, no issues. But today he was really on some negative stuff. He was really self-defeating thoughts. And that's what attracted him being in that situation. Now, the person who robbed him was also using the law of attraction too. They were thinking about ways to get money and taking someone's money. And so they were attracted by it, they were excited by it. Not about the idea of hurting someone or the potential of hurting someone, but they were excited about the idea of getting money without paying for it, or getting something without paying for it, stealing someone's stuff. And that allowed him to be in the vicinity of the person who was driving my car, who was also thinking negative thoughts. So you see how that works? One person's thinking one of thoughts, and then there's agreement. So the person who was thinking negative thoughts about stealing agreed with the person who was thinking negative thoughts about getting robbed, and you got robbed. So this is how it works. This is what we do on a regular basis. We think negative our job, and then our boss comes to us and says some off the wall stuff, and we say to ourselves, "I knew he was going to do that. I knew she was going to do that." Well, you did. You're right. The reason you knew is because you thought about it and you created it. So if we can practice the thoughts of positivity, irregardless to what we see visually, that's the key. See, our eyes they fool us. They only tell us what's happening, and we don't want to create more of what's happening. We want to create something that's not happening. So it's very important, as I close today's session and go to my job, that you ignore the negativity. You have to ignore the negativity. No matter how loud it sounds or how bad it looks, you have to stop the thoughts that talk about anything negative. Get away from folks who are speaking negative. Not that they're bad, but they're only just going to support your ego when you want to talk negatively. Just speak positive about everything. Ignore the negative stuff. Nothing's that bad. Like, unless you're dying, I think if you're dead, then it's all over with. But nothing's ever that bad. Like, nothing could be ever that bad. Losing someone, I know it's a very hard thing to live. If you lost someone, like a child. I'm not a father, so I don't understand that feeling just yet. But if you think about it, though, if you lost your child, I mean, I want that to happen to anyone. That's horrible. But what could you do about it? You could do nothing about it. It just is what it is. And so the sooner that we get to the idea that we really can't control things, we have to go with the flow, things will move easier for us. It's not about controlling things. It's about thinking good thoughts. Having our good thoughts attract those good things. And when those bad things happen, to simply say, okay, that's unfortunate, but we're moving on. And allow it to be your routine. I promise you practice this for, give it a week. Positivity, just positive thoughts. And look what happened. Look what will happen to you. Hopefully you can comment on your experience with this. I'm looking forward to hearing any thoughts. Actually, have any questions? Man, this is great. If you have any questions about my videos, please ask questions, and I can answer any questions from my experience. I don't have all the answers, but I love sharing my experience. All right, have a good day. See you next time on the Spider's Web. All right, bye.